Alright, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Makakadash. Double and to the apostles at Great Millstone. This is a quick video, but as you can, if you look at this image, this is a book, an icon book I got here. I brought it out before, but this is just a real quick one, man. I mean, when the scripture says that the one the world calls Jesus Christ, which his true name is Yahushai in the Hebrew, because J's came about recently, a couple 100 years ago, and they weren't working around using J's and all that then. So you had to have a different name. And the laws reveal that name. But I mean, you look at these images, and this is 15th century Russia. So these are old icons. See, the old icons are showing you the truth. This is what the people of the Lord look like, man. You can't get around it, bro. Look at this. So-called Negroes. In this world, nah, you couldn't be dark and all that. Well, you're off your head. You hate us as, you people hate us as a people so much. Then anything equated with anything to do with the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, you demonize it. But the truth is that the scripture says what the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? So Esau Edom here is the one that's done this great cover-up. Because if you look at his images that he's pull up, you always, you get the look of when you watch The Passion of Christ, but you go prior to that, Renaissance period, the rebirth period of the pagan Roman Empire, Edomites getting into power all over the world, overthrowing the Israelites in Europe, taking over the Native Americans, putting, the Southern Kingdom and slave ships from there on the West Coast, all of that sort of stuff. That was them beginning to come into power, and basically they got the term whitewashing history. And that's what they've done. Because when you go into the records now, you see the facts. No one can tell us a bit of dark paint. You could have got afros. Look at the features, you can see that. It's this, you can't get around this. So, you haven't got a damn thing to say. I mean, what does it say? It says, immediately above the royal door, on a shield inserted into the place cut for the top of the door, is placed the image of the Last Supper, Christ giving communion to the apostles. So, I mean, the point is that, these old icons, and there's many different ones, because this is Russian icons. So, obviously Russians had their religious different, churches set up, but, it was Israelites over there, and they, pretty much knew that the Messiah was dark. The scripture says it's evident that our Lord sprang out from the tribe of Judah. And that's who we are, and we prove it every week, and people are getting mad. The truth's out there. A lot of people are admitting it, and Edomites some videos saying, the real Jews had to be dark-skinned peoples, or what they call black peoples. And that proves it with the Israelites, because the scripture says we'll be called by bywords, oh, you're black and all that. That's just ridiculous. That black geezer over there, or this, that black person there, it's just ridiculous, man. So there you have it, man. And also, there's many icons in all over the world. There's the catacombs, Turkey, all of Europe, Albania, they got their own icons. Because these Israelites, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into all this history. That's why I wasn't really, because you had different, churches and that set up, that, going back to the Roman Catholic Church. Because the early, them pagan Roman church fathers were dark-skinned too. The icons are there to prove it. You know, but the point is the point. So, you know, what you're going to find out is that everything that's been taught out here, everything that you believe is a lie. You know, the scripture says that, you know, the Lord had hair like the pure wool. And there's a scripture that says that the Most High's got hair like pure wool. It says it's white as snow, you know. Now, a woolly hair, if a Jake grows a big afro and it's grey or it's white, that's a white woolly hair and a beard. You know, Edomites can't do that. To then turn around and say, oh, well, that's not literal. But then when we bring all these other scriptures out, and it's just running down the streets, then they want to call us names or you guys are racist. How on earth? We're just bringing out history and facts. You're racist because you, in your head, you would never want it to be anybody dark skinned to be of anything good. So you're the one who's racist then. Okay, so don't try it because it's you. So so according to you, we're supposed to just think, no, we're just niggas and that's it. Nah. The scripture says, man, it says that we shall be called the sons of the living power. I think there's another scripture in the place where it was, I can't remember that scripture, man, but, you know, or that even though David was leaning amongst the pots, there's a few scriptures basically we're going to get raised up to a great glory because in this world, you know, people hate us, bottom line. So you know what I've got to say to you people that hate us, fuck you. That's what I've got to say. Ain't no kissing or ass anymore out here, man. You want to talk shit, then fuck you, man. Alright? Anyway, with that, I'm going to say, shalom, man.